Hey, what's up, YouTube? So I'm here with my star student. You recognize her? Okay, so we're going for a drive. Today we're going west. Going up into Weston, Parkland, circle back around. As usual, I want you to like the video, subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell. And I'm just gonna do like a short video. I'm not doing long videos, so maybe 15 minutes. And again, I'm just showing her progress. She's doing really well, actually. She is almost an expert. This is day number 3.
Okay, you're gassing me.
Yeah, you're doing good, really. Look, I mean, these are like real busy roads. This is Commercial Boulevard.
Yeah.
And, you know, you're on it and you're doing well. I don't have to tell you what to do. I don't have to micromanage everything that you do. That's how you know when you're doing well.
Yeah.
When I can sit in the car and let you drive
Yeah.
without having to intervene every second, then you know you're doing well. So yes, you are doing quite well. So yeah, as you were saying about wanting 4 girls.
Yes.
Yeah, that is mad different.
I want 4 girls, big family, no boys.
No boys. Boys is the best. No, but like I was saying, I have a daughter. I have a daughter and a son.
Yeah.
That's straight. And girls are considerably more difficult to deal with than boys. There's just so much levels of difficulty as it relates to
But do you
dealing with a
think that
girl.
because you're a dad, or do you think that just...
No, well, that's dads and moms have the same issues with girls. As soon as boys are introduced into the picture,
Yeah.
you know, like I was saying, the girls from 1 to 12, they're usually superb and beautiful and lovable and love mom and dad and what's not. And they get to 12, 13, they start meeting the boys. They go to middle school, their little bad friends introduce them to the boys.
Yeah.
It goes straight
It goes
downhill.
downhill.
Straight downhill until they're like over 21, 22, 25. And they start realizing that, okay, these boys ain't really shit. And mom and dad is
Maybe
probably
you're
still gonna be
right.
there.
Yeah.
You feel me? So yeah, that for that reason, most people, like I said, most girls, I've had so many students that say they don't want no girls. Women, a lot of women are telling me, I don't want any girls, I just want boys. Now you want 4 girls.
Yes.
That's a handful.
It's because, like, every time, like, I don't know, I feel like boys just don't do anything. They're
What do
just
you mean? Like housework?
no, just anything. They're just always laid back, nonchalant.
They're more chill.
Yeah.
They're easier to deal with. That's what I'm saying. They're much easier to deal with. Yeah, if you're looking for just, you know, a child that you can hang out with and just do things with, like I said, the girls are going to be chill to do that
Until a certain age.
until they get to be a
Yeah.
certain age, and then they don't want to be hanging out with
Yeah,
you no
13,
more.
they're gonna be like, Mom.
Yeah, mom, chill. Like, what the hell? You know what I'm saying? So, you know, they're not going to be your companion.
Yeah.
That's not what they're supposed to be. They're supposed to be your child. So, 4 is a lot. I have 2, and trust me. And I was happy that that's how it went, because it's much easier to take care of 2 kids than 4.
Yep.
Like, imagine, I've traveled all over the world with my kids.
Imagine having 2 more.
Imagine 2 more to pay for. It's not cheap. And my 2 kids, they were on Pampers, different size Pampers at the same time. Because they're only like, they're almost 2 years apart.
Yeah, me and my sister are like a year and 8 months apart.
Exactly. Sean and Chanel, exactly that. So, 2 different size Pampers. One was lactose intolerant, so different formula.
No.
So, you know what I'm saying? You gotta buy 2 different sets of everything. Boy and girl.
You got
So
a girl and boy.
yeah, different clothes, different everything. So it's not cheap. So just having 4 would have been considerably worse. So, you know, I don't understand. I see a lot of people have a dozen damn kids, and all of them are hungry. Like, what the hell? If you had 2, you could feed them properly.
No, like, they know by their first child that they can't have one.
Exactly.
And then they
like,
end up having like
having
6.
so many, for real. Like, the more kids you have, the more difficult it is. So unless you're rich. Now, if you're rich,
But even then, you can't give attention to all 6.
but you can pay someone to help. That's the difference. If you're rich, I mean, all things are possible, really, if you're rich. Like, if you're rich, you can get the nanny,
Yeah.
24-hour nanny, live-in nanny, have nanny's quarter, pretty much.
Yeah, but like, who wants to be raised by their nanny? That's so like.
I feel you, but if you're rich and you can afford a nanny that lives in,
Yeah.
you know, then that helps. Then you can have more kids. But yeah, I mean, most of the really rich people that I deal with
Yeah.
have nannies. It is what it is. You know, they are not there for the kids. They just pay for shit. It's not the ideal way, but it is a way.
That is so horrible.
It is a way. Right? It's not ideal, but being poor isn't ideal either, right?
Yeah.
Having a kid growing up without all of the necessary things is less than ideal also. So there's a balance, right?
Yeah.
You can be rich and be able to afford a nanny, or you can be poor and have a whole bunch of kids and can't afford to take care of them. Which one's better?
The rich one.
See? So yeah. Yeah, having a bunch of kids was never my dream. I just wanted two, so it worked out. My mom had 5 of us. But it's like in Jamaica, or in the islands,
Yeah.
like my grandmother had 12 kids.
Yeah, everybody in the islands. I
Yes.
don't know why.
Because that's how, I mean, that's their
That's-
pastime.
yeah.
Come on, their favorite pastime.
That's
So
why
yeah,
I
my
had it.
grandmother had 12. In my mom's generation, they had 5 to 7. She had 5. Right? And then my aunties that is a little bit younger than my mom, they have like 4. And by the time it get to our generation, we're like 2.
Yeah. You guys really like cut everything up.
Oh yeah, all the way down. Like, no, we're not having 12 kids.
You're like, I'm not being like my grandma.
Hell no. Because I mean, grandma had to like send one here to this uncle and send one there because she can't afford to feed them. That's not how it's supposed to be. Okay, so we're gonna go into the right lane because we're gonna make a right turn. So signal, look up here, look in the side mirror, and then go over. Alright, so we're making a right turn at the light coming up. Yeah, back then everybody had a bunch of kids. And nobody had money.
Yeah.
And that's funny because it doesn't even matter what island you're from, they're all the same.
Yeah. I mean, that's all they really had to do, so they were just popping kids every day.
You're right. That's why India and China have so much kids. Because the poorest people, you know, have the most kids.
Yeah.
It is what it is. Like in China, where they're 1,300,000,000.
Aren't they only allowed to have like one child?
Stop first, lights red. Alright, go ahead. Yeah, but they had go on the left. Yeah, this thing. For a while they had a one child rule because of the overpopulation. But I don't know if they've changed it, but I heard that they were contemplating changing it because the population is getting so much older. Like they need young people to keep the to keep it going. So they were thinking about cutting back on the one child order. I think they do need to.
Yeah, they're gonna have like a whole generation of like.
I mean, they're between India and China. There's only 7-point-something billion people in the world. They make up like a third of the world's population. Between the two of them, that's just too much.
That's crazy.
They're like 4 times the American population practically. That's a lot. But yeah, and the poorer, like when you go down on the beach, like there's this house in Hillsborough Beach for like $180 million, right? And I'm positive that the people that would buy that house would have like 1 child.
Why?
Because that's the people that can afford that type of house.
Yeah.
The billionaires have 1 or 2 men.
Yeah.
They never have a bunch of kids. The only people that have a lot of kids are poor people.
They usually always have like one child.
1 child. The richer the people are, the less kids they have. It's very weird. Very ironic because again, they're the ones that can afford it. But yeah, the poor people have kids like crazy. But yeah, I always look into that like, wow. Just like people that can afford to buy the most things get the most things for free. Superstars.
Oh yeah, you were telling me.
Remember I was saying
yeah,
that? Superstars get shit for free. It's free everything. People that can't afford it have to pay more money for it. Okay, so we're up in Tamarack right now. Kings Point. You ever been up this side?
No. But I did say that about the other place.
Yeah, we were going out to the
Jackson.
beach. Yeah, like, no, I've never been down there. Like, Jackson. Oh, yeah, I've been to Jackson.
And I've been to Jackson's like multiple times. That did not look familiar.
Yeah, because you're sitting in the car as a passenger, you're not really paying attention. Yeah, but you are actually doing quite well. Like I say, you're almost professional now. Did you think in 3 days you was going to be driving like this?
No. I thought it was still going to be tense and nervous. I was like, oh my gosh. Like,
yeah. Everybody thinks that, they're going to just stay nervous
but do
for a
you
while.
think like I'll pass the test or?
The test is easy. Trust me, the test is extremely easy. Have you watched the videos on the test?
It looks hard to me. Like
What looks hard about it?
The 3-point turn, one.
The 3-point turn is actually quite easy. You see the videos on those, the step-by-step videos. Those are extremely easy. But when we go to practice,
yeah,
you'll see they're really not that hard at all.
the parking, everyone always knocks down the cones and like.
But my formula works.
Okay.
My formula works
The whole
100%. Parking is not going to be a problem. 3-point turn is extremely easy. The biggest problem people have as it relates to the test is they just friggin' get too nervous. They freak out.
Yeah.
That's what makes the test hard. You not being able to keep it together makes the test hard. Other than that, the test is pretty straightforward. And like I said, we'll go to the actual test site and practice. I'm not going to be able to videotape the actual test because I had it up, like I told you, and I had to take it down. But I'll show us going there and, and doing a few things and then leaving, whatever. But, yeah, the test is easy. The test is, 6-7 minutes long. It's really not a big deal.
Is that fast?
It's that fast. It's in a shopping center.
Oh my god, what if I fail in those 6 minutes? That's
What
so
if you don't
embarrassing.
fail? How about that? If you go in there thinking you're gonna fail, that probably will fail you.
Yeah.
You cannot have that type of attitude. Just go in there and just say,
I'm
yo,
gonna pass.
it's no big deal. I'm gonna pass the test.
Yeah.
That's it. And like I said, 99.9% of my people pass on their first try. So I'm sure you're not gonna be any different because you picked this up much faster than most.
Okay.
So
I'm excited.
yeah, you're gonna get it. Well, what I want them to do is open the damn place. That's the problem. It's still closed, so I want them to open the DMV so we can.
When do you think they'll be open?
I hope soon. I spoke to somebody that works there,
Yeah.
and he said last week I spoke to him. He said maybe 2 weeks. So I'm hoping by next week because they're starting to open up the whole place. So
Yeah.
driving school, driving lessons. All of that stuff is going on. The DMV is supposed to open, but he said though, even after they open the DMV, the driving test is not gonna be the first thing they do. They're probably gonna delay that like an extra week.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because see, they have to come in the car with you.
Yeah, it's different.
So that's a little different. So, Jaguar. Jaguar XC looks small and cheap. My wife has the XF.
I love Jaguars though. They're so nice in the inside.
Oh yeah, they're super nice. She has that. My wife has the XF, the bigger one to that. Friggin' nice. Fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I tell her her car is fast. What are you doing driving my car fast? I was like, your car is a supercharger. What do you mean? Your car is fast. It's designed to go fast. I very rarely drive it though. I have my own
Cars, plural.
Yeah. If I had a bigger driveway, I'd have more cars. Trust me.
what car do you want next?
Well, I like BMW. Like, you know, I just
Yeah,
love BMW.
yeah.
So I want there's a old BMW that I used to have one, E30. I had an E30. I sold it cheap because back then there weren't any value to them.
Yeah.
But now you can't even find an E30. They're so expensive.
Oh, you had one before?
I had one before, but you can't find it now. Yeah, so I had the E30. And again, at the time, it wasn't like a collector's item. Like, nobody really cared about the E30. It was just some old BMW. And now it's like,
It's popular.
It's like the hottest thing ever.
Yeah.
And you can't find it. And even if you do find one, it's like expensive as hell. Even if it's in bad shape, it still costs money. So yeah, but if even if I find one for a reasonable price, I have nowhere to put it.
Oh, why? Oh,
Cars,
you already
right?
had. Okay.
I have a bunch of cars at the house. I don't have no space to park no other car. I gotta wait until I sell a million record and can buy a house with
You'll get there.
12 car garage. Then I'll buy my collection. But yeah, for now I'm just stuck with this car plus my 2 other cars and the wife's car. That's it. Okay, so now we're up in Coral Springs. And we're gonna keep going up to Parkland, but I'm gonna end this video here. Okay, so you see, I haven't had to tell her much of anything. She's just driving like an expert. So yeah, she did really, really well in 3 days. Alright? So, again, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share the video, please. Alright? Thank you. And I will see you on the next one.